Stage is set. The channel is Reactions, Rants, and Rabbit Holes. The artist, Aesop Rock. Now, if you've been around for more than one, you'll realize I'm no expert. I'm not claiming to be. Even though I have quite a few reactions to the artist on the channel, I don't even say I would be that well read on the subject. Listened. You know what I'm trying to say, I hope. Or not. I don't care. What I care about is I think in my comments right now, and I hope to get to them after this 3-song run. Well, we're going to, I don't know if this is a little instrumental or something, but I see it's 46 seconds. Flies, you know, and if that's what it is, then, 46 seconds is going to be enough. But then we're going to go at Assault and Sleeper Car. I would like to travel by train. If I had a bucket list, I don't. A kick-ass train trip, high class. Live like them. Once. Probably not going to happen. Don't have a bucket list, but I'm just saying sleeper car. That'd be fun. I don't know. I think I'd sleep well with the motion. Okay, so back to Aesop Rock Flies. Let's see what we get here. Obviously, all my comments. I'm saying I think it's most as unconventional reaction as we're going to get. So if you're just here to worship said artist, I don't know. I'm probably not going to help you with that. But something interesting could come of the whole event.
Flies, buzz around a sink, lunch on crumbs. Fuck y'all think everything was fine, not a single peep. It happened overnight, must have been acai. Some uninvited guests, some unappealing sludge, a couple hundred eggs, a day to yield bugs. I make a few traps, bleach in the drain. You should see the trash, it feels like a plague. Clean the whole crib, bottles at the curb, even empty out the fridge. That's gotta be a first, still can't win.
Oh, ew, that's solid line, right? Because you had quite a bit of imagery to tie it all together. And then just as simple as cleaning out the fridge, like for the first time ever. That hits kind of hard, don't you think? That's very cool. That's cool.
Trash feels like a plague.
I mean, there you go. That's as expressive. Really, where you went to the plague. Where are you going to go from there? You don't. You go back to the beginning. And we're just going to clean it for the first time ever. You paint that picture yourself, baby.
Whole crib, bottles at the curb, even empty out the fridge. That's gotta be a first, still can't win. 2 on the towels, 3 by the spout. Me in denial, I'm clapping at.
Oh yeah, no, and they're literally puking on everything to suck it back up, and then looking for a dead carcass to leave their babies in. Just saying, if we're gonna go there, we're gonna go there. I like the idea that life is sacred. Flies, I don't know. I wouldn't go out of my way to exterminate out there in the world. Here, they're infiltrating my space. They got to go. But I'll give them the food chain element. The spiders, who I literally hate, but I've made peace with because I live in the woods, is what you got to do. If you're, I don't like spiders at all. I mean, zero. But when you pick up your pillow and they could be under there, you're going to make peace with that or you're going to move. And, well, I'm not going to move, so I had to make peace with it. And I understand the flies are part of that complicated story because they're going to eat the fly. They're not going to eat me. It's not like, the bugs around you aren't looking at you going, how are we going to take him down? Come on. Pixar told me we're all going to take him down. Let's get him together. They're not. They're just, probably simply living their little life cycle to its fullest. They're still nasty as shit, though. Oh, see, now there's what I'm saying. I don't know. If you can point me to a reactor that does the same rambling nonsense, I do want to find it and check it out. Just to see if I'm copying them copying me, or we're just two kindred spirits going nuts on the internet together.
2 on the towels, 3 by the spout. Me in denial, I'm clapping at the air. I'm cornered by the plates. I'm brought onto my knees. I'm forfeiting the space. I'm clawing at the wall, swarm ordering me 8. It's death from above. Nobody saying grace.
Fire. Autoplay for the first time win. Sorry, that was annoying, but honestly, if I had a nickel for every, well, I have a couple bucks, but if I had something for every time that technical difficulties had knocked me out of a flow. No salt on this transition. Very cool. Happy. No cap happy. I mean.
Severe cold. Stare at the code. Keep a small circle.
Wow. Okay, I have a question for actual real people out there outside of this. Obviously, if you you get how it all works, something inside of me thinks if I sit up and lean in, I'll hear it better. Now, I know that's not true. I know it's not true. It's just a wire. It's a wire. So, am I... I'm not the only one that leans in, right? I mean, Hollywood has shown us video games. You ever notice that, though? You just like... reflect back. Why do I do that? Why is that part of the experience? And then at the same time, do I want to turn it off? I don't know. Before I think I'm interrupting because I want to admit that I do. In my comments, I think there's a couple comments that I want to get to really soon, hopefully today. And I think one of my takeaways is actually why I was... from Aesop is the same reason. A takeaway from Aesop is one of the reasons no one saw me for like 3 days. Because sometimes overthink, overanalyze, overindulge, not anything bad. I'm just saying, using my thesaurus. And escaping to that fortress of solitude or whatever. Unplugging. I kind of feel the people listening to this might get that better than, a mainstream pablemic mush that they're, fed through their ears, right? That because you got to perform. You got to do 9 to 5, do this, do that, repeat. The bad dream side of they live. Life with the glasses on.
Severe cold. Stare at the code. Keep a small circle like a deer in a scope. Let me clear my throat. Pocket full of rocket fuel and pyramid stones. Invoke a spirit from the parallel, appearing as some welcome news to drag you to the shadow realm and back to show and tell at school. Promising a future more bedraggled and bedazzled. When it isn't you, it's me. Begin the dagger to the scabbard. Free snake tats. Blaze on train tracks. Form like a door to hell. The doorbell plays taps. Born inside a ring of baffled demonologists. A casualty of otherness. What the fuck's an olive branch? Rats as big as cattle set to Babylon convulsing. The home sweet home that sees you as a bag of hostile protein.
Wow, I might sometimes like to read the lyrics. This would be a good place to try to go back and forth. There's a lot going on, but
Cattle set to Babylon convulsing. The home sweet home that sees you as a bag of hostile protein. While I do believe that you believe you're adding to the magic of the motif, homie, all I hear is that I want a pony. Fuck the police, I'm floating out with the commissats. Property of Nada runs on Trump, Lamont, and Otter Pops. Roger that, cobblestone beyond the common polygraph. His middle fingers wear little safari hats. Chainsaw shave in the house of 1,000 tonics. They're magic if you need a cure for lack of sour vomit, son, it's not a thing. Everywhere I go, I call to make sure there's a fog machine. Posse up and follow the anomalies. That's a unique wind. Spun a whip out in the snow. Really ain't got shit. Your condition is not a condition we know. The rats are back and built their own ship. They're backstroking faster than the old ship. A rat's a rat, it scatters. That's like its magic power. They're bowing out it when your house is being smashed to powder. Pinging the rubber, located, burning as bacon. Ravens deliver them trick or treat. An eternal damnation. I make disturbing.
You know, I'm just saying, like right there. I mean, you know. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy.
It scatters. That's like its magic power. They're bowing out it when your house is being smashed to powder. Pinging the rubber, located, burning as bacon. Ravens deliver them trick or treat. An eternal damnation. I make disturbing the stasis a game to beat when the mania boils. Even the days when the pavement's keeping his platelets employed.
So all the words are clear, but trying to listen to the song, but then put together in my head what the hell possibly all those words could, you know what I mean, put together mean. Something, but I mean, and then some are, you know, like you'll miss one or something, and you can't build the sentence in the first place because you're like, what the hell do them two words have to do with each other? Let me think about it, and then you've already moved on, and it's already gone. It's whew, like an exhaled puff of smoke. Oh shit, this fucker's good.
It's a game to beat when the mania boils. Even the days when the pavement's keeping his platelets employed. Stole an ox on occasion. I go through wands too quickly to name them. Okay, I'll name one. It's the rod of fuck the nonsense. A basic wave and not, I'll turn bravado into fondant. We slalom from beyond the wildly oscillating compass. Whether you connect the dots or not is truly not my problem. Familiar with the color of permanent cloud cover, though I've heard.
Now, for me, I don't get shit, but then instantly I personalize that one part and say, hey, if you can't put it together, it's not my fault. I'm not here. I can show you that door exists there. Everything else is you walking through it. You can't figure it out. I can guide you to the water, but I can't make you drink it. Which ultimately applies to the Kool-Aid being doled out almost everywhere in the real world outside of the spirit world. In the real world, they got Kool-Aid offered on every corner, unfortunately. Put those fucking dots together.
Platelets employed. Stole an ox on occasion. I go through wands too quickly to name them. Okay, I'll name one. It's the rod of fuck the nonsense. A basic wave and not, I'll turn bravado into fondant. We slalom from beyond the wildly oscillating compass. Whether you connect the dots or not is truly not my problem. Familiar with the color of permanent cloud cover, though I've heard there might be others. I'll buy a winning bumpers. Until then, I'm drying like this pile of wires and I carumbas in a bubble. Watching dumpster fires multiplying numbers.
Well, that line about the sky and colors and others is sort of like how I saw the refrigerator line in The Flies. Just this, what a great way of putting it. And the world's this fucking shade, this gradient shade of gray. I hear there's another color, but I know this one. Oops, sorry.
You with the color of permanent cloud cover, though I've heard there might be others. I'll buy a winning bumpers. Until then, I'm drying like this pile of wires and I carumbas in a bubble. Watching dumpster fires multiplying numbers. I know that fear and love and death and pride and romance hold you by your chuckers, though it's unclear what some closure might encompass. Submit to visit symmetry from Civil War and swim ashore. Sob story same as yours, but a little more. I'm in the alley pacing. I'm skirting curtain call. I make my hospital corners in a circle of salt. That's a unique prayer.
For most rituals, salt represents earth and the elemental deal. And then help you visualize the circle. The energy is what casts the circle, not the salt. But you know what I mean? Salt's a good example of earth. You get some water, fire, air, and self. You have all the ingredients necessary for proper prayers.
That's a unique prayer.
Oh, that
Pretty
was good.
nervous on the low.
Every day, don't you know?
Only came up for air. Your condition is not a condition we know.
Cool. I'm gonna.
Bamboo shoots, Buddhas and remove shoes. Pugilism brewing up a who's twos. Moving through the super moment. Goonies off a distant block and fugitives from Deuce Zoo and Pleasant.
Was that Goonies off on a different plot? Something like that?
Bamboo shoots, Buddhas and remove shoes. Pugilism brewing up a who's twos. Moving through the super moment. Goonies off a distant block and fugitives from Deuce Zoo.
Off a distant plot?
Moving through the super moment. Goonies off a distant block and fugitives from Deuce Zoo in pleasant moods until they're not. Present mood of startling departure from the temple rules. Part of it's the temperature, part of it's the tentacles. AQI alarming, surgical masks marching. The durian got him gagging. The traffic is anarchy. Cyan, spy cam, trying and fire. A marigolds and Muay Thai into the eye of the tiger. I almost died on a scooter. I almost died on a boat. I figured fuck it, baby, come as you are and die as you go. Northbound lot boy, where it's
Very interesting. And all kinds of it. Just like the last time. Definitely sinking in. I won't repeat that. I caught that.
I figured fuck it, baby, come as you are and die as you go. Northbound lot boy, where it's humans, zero monkeys, one. Humans fear the monkeys, one. Get your mirrored sunnies, run. Later watched a billion bats exploding out a mountain cave. Climbed a couple 100 feet to stare into the mouth and change. Descended a little different, every atom individually cleansed and repositioned. That's one unconventional exorcism for the kiddo. Hearts on his pillow, bars on the window. Bar band send it from John Denver to GNR. Midnight playing sardines to the sleeper car.
See, the thing is, there's so much that, like, I should keep this thought to myself because it always comes across. I can take care of this, so it's not coming across as needy. I'm gonna have to pick some of this shit up and listen to on my, or just take a day off, and where I just it's not in the cards. I want to schedule it in, but it ain't gonna happen. Just not anytime soon. It's too damn bad because there's so much. Like here, this one. I got no effing clue, right? But there's so many references that hit. They just make synapses fire. That the repeat value is through the roof. That's not a kiss ass. That's not a suck up. It's like a complicated read. I'm not talking about a long, boring read. I'm saying a complicated, like a guy who don't know shit about quantum physics who picks up, entry-level quantum physics books. First time through, it's, you're like, what? Eventually, through a replayability, because you didn't quite get it, you go back, try again, and you get more. I honestly believe Aesop's music is that way. Now, I don't think that would resonate with everybody together. So I don't think that's a commercially viable idea. I don't know if everybody, think about the most complicated thing you've had to do. Do you enjoy doing it over and over and over again? To break it down to, completely understanding it. I think there's some, but I think the masses really like, shit spoon-fed to them. And I'm guessing for some it's just a big wall of music and cool, and they don't, dig much deeper. I want to know what the pop culture references had to do with, like, the storytelling narrative, because it's, just so cool every time. All right, it went pretty long, so we'll just wrap it up. I'll try. But I didn't want to, this is what I like doing. This is the most fun I get to have. It is right now. It's some of the most fun. Even like a lip bata is pretty easy going. No words, so you never have to think much if you don't want. Hear the opposite. So many words you can't stop thinking, but I like both of them. But outside of that, it's hard to just give what I don't know what people want. And what I know they want, I don't want to do. This, I could do all day. That's why we're here 20 minutes in.
13 hours, couldn't sleep at all. Even eating weed, it's hard to catch a Z over all the sneeze and cough. Jeez, I might never make it out. If I ever make it out, send me back in. Yeah. Got lost, got found. Got a feeling I should lose it all again. Okay, heaven is a humid room, it emulate a human womb. Every day we celebrate a water birth and noodle soup and cruise around as Rollen, trying to expedite a slow death, playing chicken with a family of 5 on the same moped. Golden lotus that show off a pretty Pantone and growing river water that'll melt your fucking hand off. Damn, it's funny cause I fake a smile too. People thinking you're okay until you take them to the root. I'ma take them to the root. Do insatiable depravity and layers of abuse. Down to radiate the truth, okay. My homie said I just got blessed by a
Oh, it's so interesting. That part, I got to. Because I got the opposite of that. So, all the people, I was a customer in the store for 4 years before I started the job there. And they can't understand. They thought I was someone much, much different. So, I mean, I understand putting on the positive front by it being referenced. Like there, wait till we get to the roof, you'll see the real me. Or you know, the guy who was always the last person to sit with on the bus. But I'm really very friendly. It's weird, but I don't got to put on a pretend front. You know, I might not always be happy, so I wear it where it is. It doesn't mean that things that make me happy don't come out. Of course they do. Try to do that here. Aesop makes me happy all the time.
I said I got no frame of reference, God is dead where I'm from. Still I've been doing what I can to get these devils expunged. Lately it's laying sugar cane across an elephant's tongue. I'm wading out into the mud to scrub her belly and trunk. Brushing the yellow off her tusks, shit is better than drugs. It feels strange, hurdling emaciated strays. Even stranger days later when I'm no longer faced. Locals see a space garbage that fell from the interstellar, trying to blend in with the smell of pepper, sweat, and citronella. Ella, sword thumb in the hum of the helter-skelter. Rebels hopping through the temple run like Zelda's in a cellar. Every LD calling off alarming. Excuse me while I walk into the ocean like I might never make it out. If I ever make it out, send me back in. Yeah. Got lost, got found. Got a feeling I should lose it all again.
That's interesting. Oh, yeah. I don't want autoplay to ruin it at the end. That was awesome. That was long. But it was 3 tracks. We got a sleeper car, had Salt, and the Flies. Yeah. That was a long time ago already. But that was all awesome and exactly what I needed for real to kind of get back. I got other stuff. Okay, here's the deal. I got other stuff. I did the Oliver Anthony over again in a 11-minute. Is pretty appropriate, but I went off on the Fed and some other crazy stuff. But then I did Oliver Anthony's Ain't Got a Dollar, and I went off on all kinds of stuff because I think the whole idea is to engage in a conversation. All opinions still for entertainment purposes only. My crazy doesn't have to be your crazy. I'm not trying to convince you. But I'm going to go with my crazy until it's done. And then I watched the Tucker RFK interview, and it was very enlightening. So I wonder how long the bubble can hold. It don't matter till later. That was all some awesome stuff. The sleeper car, both of them actually, Salt and sleeper car, really a lot of substance. So I'm gonna go back and check them out. I've got to. I got to make time for that. I'll make time for this again soon. So, take care.